At the time of recording this video, Bittensor TAO sits around $260 in a week when AI has been doing remarkably well. We saw a 50% price move in the month of in the months of March and February since the low of 157 for Bittensor TAO. What is driving this interest, strength, and is this the most fundamental cryptocurrency since the launch of Ethereum? You might want to have a look at this video, smash a like, of course. Bear markets are a fantastic time to do your research. Anything I say here is with my own research and not financial advice, but Bittensor TAO is about to be one of those once-in-a-generation cryptocurrencies. Take a look at this.
Let me ask you a question about open source. So we have these closed source models, they're excellent. Yep. We have these open weight models. Many of the Chinese models are incredible, absolutely incredible. 2 days ago, you may not have seen this because you were busy on stage, but there was a training run that happened in this crypto project called Bittensor. Subnet 3, they managed to train a 4 billion parameter llama model, totally distributed, with a bunch of people contributing excess compute. But they were able to do it statefully and manage a training run, which I thought was like a pretty crazy technical accomplishment.
Yeah.
Because it's like random people and each person gets a little share.
Our modern version of folding at home.
Now, it's important to understand what they're talking about. What you're looking at is Covenant or Templar, which is, of course, currently in terms of Bittensor TAO emissions, it's earning quite a lot. And what you're about to see here is the first real use cases of the subnets. And this is far more important when it comes to understanding big AI and what you can do with it. So what is Templar? Okay, it's a decentralized framework for training large language models or LLMs using Bittensor blockchain. The core idea is to coordinate many different computational aspects like nodes across the internet to collaboratively train single shared AI models rather than relying on one supercomputer or one centralized supercomputer. And that's quite key. Now, the problem they're solving is enormously expensive and typically requires massive centralized infrastructure. So Templar distributes this work across the varied networks of hardware which contribute to many participants while using incentive mechanism to ensure people contribute honestly and effectively. So the key roles here for Templar, and you can go through the entire white paper, I'm only giving you the summary. Typically, there are 3 types of nodes in the system. So there's miners, validators, and of course, aggregators who coordinate the layer, collecting strong and storing, of course, aggregated models and their checkpoints. So miners, validators, and all of this actually, as he was talking about here, a combination of 72 billion different data set points, and the architecture is absolutely insane. So from a high level perspective, I mean, again, Bittensor and its ecosystem goes beyond what most people could understand. But let's just go back to what he was saying. And the fact that he was saying the Templar model here.
Llama model. There was a training run that happened in this crypto project called Bittensor. Subnet 3, they managed to train a 4 billion parameter llama model, totally distributed, with a bunch of people contributing excess compute. But they were able to do it statefully and manage a training run, which I thought was like a
72 billion parameters trained over the internet. Now, this is going to be key for Bittensor TAO. Why? Because the subnets are growing all the time. And therefore, when you look at the halving mechanisms, every 4 years, we've just had our first halving in November. And you start to see all of a sudden what AI is going to be in the future. AI is the new type of gold. Data, training models are all essential to the participation of big data and big AI. And this is where this project, Templar, is absolutely coming in. So again, what I'm telling you here is purely my own factual research. You can't go through the entire white paper and see how this is already performing. So what are we looking at right now? We're seeing a Bittensor TAO with Subnet 3 in the last 7 days outperforming. But also, if you look at Targan, if you look at the Affine, IOTA, Hippias, you're starting to see many of these subnets absolutely doing way better than the market itself. And again, you know, validators here earning TAO. And the only way to buy this, I mean, it's, you know, shoots again. Look at this. And this is by market cap as well. So if you look at these rankings, you've got 400 million for shoots, 364 million. And then you've got Targan. These are still very, very tiny. But if you're in the Bittensor TAO ecosystem, whether you buy the subnets or whether you physically buy TAO, TAO is going to become more and more scarce. And of course, these subnets are competing for the TAO rewards. So ultimately, Templar right now, it's sitting at 8 cents. It's up 5%. Again, sorry, market cap of 96 million. Still very small in my opinion. And 4 million because you can only buy this through the subnets. So what are we seeing here? A couple of important points. One, if you are holding TAO and you feel like you need to stake it, you know, go through the documentations, because if you look at the number of TAO that is issued, of course, to stakers, and the total number of staked TAO currently sits over $7.3 million, right? And 10 million, obviously, total issued TAO in circulation, 10.75 million here. So it is really, really important to have that ability to stake your Bittensor TAO. And again, if you have a look at the kind of the transactions, of course, the entire market is quite bearish. But here's an interesting fact as well with TAO. So balance staked, right? If you look at the total free balance here, just over 800,000 are in circulation. But if you see, I mean, recently, since we've been in the bear market, few of these have become available to be staked. But you can see the vast majority of people actually just hold this in cold storage, which is not bad at all. But if you really wanted to participate and get the full benefits of TAO, I do believe you need to absolutely research and, of course, do more to actually add to your Bittensor TAO rewards. Okay, so it is obviously highly complex what I'm talking about, but I'm not buying TAO because of this year, this month. I'm in it for the long run. I do believe, say, for example, 5 years from now, again, I'm not going to hold if the market pumps to, say, $5,000 or $3,000 or $2,000, which is probably where TAO is going to go. I will be able to always participate by holding some TAO or some subnets and, of course, flipping the subnets, you know, earning staking rewards if I do decide to stake my handsome TAO bag. But for now, I'm just absolutely blown away by something that is so clear that many people don't really understand. People are still comparing it to shitcoins. Yes, there's, of course, an ETF. It's just going to get bigger. And the big players are, of course, right now, there's higher whale concentration in TAO than any than other projects. But that's because these whales like Barry Silbert and people like that is the same people that were buying Bitcoin and Ethereum at very, very early prices. Let me know what you think of the video. $260 right now. I think it's a God gift. If we come back down for bear market structure and we do break that, because you can see the downtrend still in effect, it would be great. But below $300, below $200, whenever the price is down, I shall be adding to some TAO. I have got aggressive targets to the downside. Right now, the macro picture is really, really bad. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. And of course, do you hold TAO? Are you planning to get into the subnets? Do you absolutely believe this is the most significant project, in my opinion, in AI for a very long time? Take care, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.